Dr. Fan. For those who are new, welcome to my channel where I love to review movies. Today for this video, we shall be taking a look at a movie that we've been waiting for since 2009. And that movie's called Zombieland. Double tap. Thanks for the water. Okay. That's better. Also, we have a new crew member joining us in the Dr. Fan family, and his name's Officer K. Alright! How are you, Officer K? Such a swell guy. You coming to the after party? Directed by Ruben Fleischer, this is a direct sequel to Zombieland released in 2009. Reprising the roles from the first film are Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, Woody Harrelson, and Abigail Breslin. The story takes place after the events of the first film, where our friendly neighborhood survivors are surviving and having the time of their lives. But one day, Little Rock decides to go away with the guy from Berkeley, which causes the group to drive off to save Little Rock and face the newly evolved zombies. Warning, spoilers ahead, of course. So, if there are no further interruptions, time to nut up or shut up. It was great to see the characters again doing what they do best. Columbus relying on his rules, Tallahassee being a hard nutcase, and Wichita leaving Columbus after 10 years of being together. Kinda weird that she would just leave him like that after a decade of being with him. And what puzzles me the most is if she was afraid that she was getting too attached to Columbus, then what kept them together for all these years? I don't get it! The narrative is, well, you can tell by watching the trailer what the overall story is really about. Little Rock goes away with a guy from Berkeley, the group travel through cities to find her, they get back together, blah blah blah. So yeah, the story is pretty generic and basic. But what kept me from getting bored is the characters' interactions with each other, the new characters they come across with, and their encounter with zombies. And speaking of zombies, they were your typical average horror comedic villains. Even though the film introduced us with newly evolved zombies, like the Ninja, the T-800s, they just look like regular zombies, to be honest. They didn't pose as much of a threat to the group. I was expecting the zombies to look different from the average zombie, like The Last of Us. You know, in the video game, not only had zombies, but clickers and bloaters. And trust me guys, you don't want to be in the same room with those guys. The action is pretty hardcore. It was awesome to see the gang working together, since in the first film they fought the zombies in their own separate ways. For instance, when the gang comes across with the doppelgangers of Tallahassee and Columbus, after a quick exchange of rules and commandments and the T-800s, the doppelgangers get bit, and it led to an exhilarating one-take action sequence. I don't know how they were able to do it, or how long it took for them to establish the scene, but boy was it worth it. The humor is pretty hilarious, especially this film's new character, Madison. I'm sorry! Please forgive me! It's fake fur! If you thought that was a bad impression, check out this. I'm sorry! I love you! Doc! She's one of the most gullible characters you have ever met. And you gotta give this actress points for playing this character well, without being too annoying or too overbearing.
A beam of light in a world of darkness is the non-judgmental way of describing her.
You wanna know why she's still alive? Cause zombies eat brains, right? But guess what? She ain't got any! Finally, the climax. It was marvelous. We got the gang back together and they're up against a horde of zombies. Oh, this is where things get spicy, guys. And we got Nevada coming in with their big monster truck. It was gnarly. Then the climax ended with a zombie kill of the century by Tallahassee. You just have to see it for yourself, man. It was awesome. Zombieland Double Tap is filled with spectacle action, refreshing humor, and memorable characters that will never get old. Even though this film may not meet the standards of the first film, I still think it's worth the wait. And trust me guys, you'll be wanting more when you walk out of that theater. Zombieland Double Tap scores an 8 out of 10. Well, that's it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please leave a like in this video and subscribe to my channel for more of my content. And check out my previous review. My mother always told me to smile and put on a happy face. She told me I had a purpose to bring joy and laughter into the world. Why is he Southern all of a sudden? Oh, sorry, man, I blew it. Joaquin Phoenix, you're the man.
Baby, dance with me. Come on and dance with me. Clap your hands with me.
Thank you for having the time to check out this video, and I can't wait to see you at our next appointment.